fungible, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everyday. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible is the living the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Yo, oy vey, dude, that's a lot to fucking juggle. There's some wizardry that goes on behind the screens here. Regardless, what's up, brother? What's going on?
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Henry list today, at least for now. No Henry. And he might show up. We hope he shows up. We love that fucker.
We love him.
Fucking A, dude. We love him.
We love him when we can get him. You know what I mean?
He would have liked today, too, actually.
I think so, too.
I didn't tell you... I didn't tell you what we're mostly talking about.
What? What are we talking about?
It's Donald Trump.
Of course.
You know what's funny too? Somebody left a comment. It was an interesting comment. It was good feedback. It was good feedback. It also was shit talky, like provocative. And he's like, "You suck." And also, I'm going to give you a chance still. And I liked it. I took it. I take the feedback. I'm like, dude, you're right.
Oh, who sucks? All of us?
Me. It was me specifically.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was right. I'll pull the comment up.
Yeah, read it. I want to hear this.
Yeah, let me pull this up. By the way, welcome to the show, guys. The Non-Fungible Idiot Show. Great to see you, fam. Edge, Cheekles, Gravity, Lemon. First as always. Yeah. Oh, dude, I should have played our new theme song. Joe and the Juice.
Ouch.
You really hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that. That's fine. I mean, you say it. It's fine.
Okay. Let me pull up the comment if I can get it.
Yeah, I'd like to see where did you get this comment off of? Twitter?
YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Oh, was it in our comments?
Yes.
Oh, let's hear this.
Yes.
Excuse me.
But I think it was the morning show. I don't know because they all show up in like notifications, right?
Oh, it wasn't even our show. It wasn't even this show. It was some other show.
Correct. So we can skip it if you want, but
no, I'd like anytime I get a chance to hear someone talk shit about us, it's good. Especially when it's not me.
I agreed with everything he said. Every fucking word he said. And it was long. It was like a book.
Let me agree with it. I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Where's 33 likes here? That's great. Just keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling. Scroll all the way. All the way. You'll get it.
All that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Let's hear this.
Okay. There we go.
Dude.
Look at that.
Wow. Hawk Driver 68. Come on, dude. One higher, please.
I agreed with every fucking word he wrote. I'm like, yes, sir. He's right.
I will try to read this. I'm so tired and so lazy right now.
We can skip. You want the bullet points? You want TLDR?
No, I'll read it.
Okay.
Dude, I will watch more of your channel to see what you're about and your area of specialty. But in regards to this, you have shown your ignorance throughout this whole program. 5 minutes of do your own research and actually reading the white and or gold papers, and you would have had 95% of your answers. Oh God, this is about Donald Trump stuff. Okay,
yes,
you're clearly informed generally in crypto. So the other Trump phobia. Okay. Another give me the bullet points. I can't read.
Dude, it's really long. Basically, I was listening to the Spaces live, and throughout the Spaces, I'm like, holy shit, tell us something. Like, tell us what the token is. Tell us like anything about this thing. I have no fucking clue. And he's saying, dude, if you read the white paper, you would have known. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot making us listen to an hour of you and your show. And it was 2 hours. And he's like, and you could have learned all of it. So it was that. And then he's also saying, so he's like, you should have prepped, you dummy. And then he said, you're clearly informed generally in crypto, which I like. Thank you, sir. Other than the Trump phobia, I was going to mention this is really funny.
Well, while you mentioned Trump phobia, you're really not Trump phobic.
No.
Like, if anything, I would be Trump phobic, right?
Well,
Like,
I have a real like marketing. I have a branding issue here.
okay,
I really do. I favor Trump for sure. I hate Kamala, but when I talk about Trump, I always make sure to say I hate him too because I do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not voting for the guy. I
Well,
don't like him. But I have to pick a side because you can't piss off everybody.
Yeah, Hudah. Okay, your strength and your weakness is the same thing, which is you waffle. You're on both sides of everything. You know what I mean? Like you know, like a lot of times when I was talking, like with, especially in radio or streaming and stuff like that, like, dude, you have to have a strong point of view one way or the other, right? Like, it's just more interesting that way, which is sucky because like you would hope that everything would be gray, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, you're totally right. You're totally right. I don't know. I don't have enough conviction in things. It's there. Things just are.
Is there anything else interesting about what he's writing here?
That's mostly it. Just explaining the token, explaining that do your work, but also he's going to stick around. I just appreciate taking the time to write that much.
Sure.
That was fucking cool. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're going to stick around if you do. If not,
you know what?
Okay.
It's not this show, right? Like, he's not on our show.
So let's move on.
I won't rip on his ass too hard. But like, fuck off a little bit, right? Like, just like here's my thesis on this, right? My thesis of this: you're telling Hudah to do some research on it when he probably knows more about it than the actual like Trump who is launching it, right? Like, Trump sat there and listened to 40 minutes of music instead of doing questions for one of his town halls. The guy does zero prep, so who gives a shit if you're prepping or not? Like, I don't know. Who's reading the gold paper? Anyone that reads the white and the gold paper at this point and is like just reading some nonsense that someone copy and pasted from a million different other things. So
fair. Well, it does make me want to do better. It does make now I thought about it. I don't really think about this too much. Like, I try, but I'm like, dude, if I can put another like hour or two, even if it's not daily, but over the course of a week, like a couple hours into research to really break down a topic, like people do like that. So it just gives me something to chew on a bit. So.
Like, you're not like, oh, you like, you don't like, you have enough time on your hands to do that now.
No, yeah, I don't. But it's like, but if I want to get this shit to the next level, you gotta make it somewhere. Maybe that's what weekends are for. You know what I mean? Like, it's
real quick.
Yeah.
Watching a TikTok, someone talking about Eva Mendes. Do you know who that is? It's an actress, whatever. I think she's married to Ryan Gosling or whatever, but she's really attractive. She wrote something along the lines of Fruit Loops in America have a whole bunch of weird chemically stuff that is used to dye the Fruit Loops colors.
The red stuff?
I don't know. They're different colors. And
I learned the red stuff is bugs. So
well, and in Canada, I think that they use like watermelon, carrot juice, a bunch of stuff to dye the different colors of the Fruit Loops, right? And so I think she posted something to the effect of like how shitty that is that America is allowing this chemicals rather than the healthier versions.
Yep.
She got like bombarded with a bunch of like doctors, which someone looked into. Don't know if this is true or not. So, whatever. But basically a bunch of like kind of doctory type of nutritionists, whatever you want to call them, bombard and basically say that she's full of shit and she doesn't know enough to kind of say all this. Come to find out that like they are on the Kellogg's payroll on some level. Like there's a thing that's a thing, you know what I mean? Like, so like this guy, you're talking about like world liberty, whatever. Like there are people with alternative motives that who knows why they're telling you to fuck off when you're not singing the praises of that. And if I say what you want.
I like it. I like it. Strong, Joe. Strong.
Thanks.
Wow, I just got lost here looking at our friend. It's beautiful. Also fake. Entirely fake. This is an AI person. AI is the meta right now. It was animals, animal meme coins, and I'm bringing us to meme coins. But we actually, unlike what we normally do, or I normally do, I have a bad habit of having our top story at the end of the show. Yeah. Like I hit news and shit, and then we get to the story. We're diving into the story first, which is Trump winning on Polymarket by an astronomical number, a huge lead. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel that out there. It doesn't match polls, but somehow Trump is up like 8, 9, 10% on Polymarket. Seems weird. We know why now. Before I just mentioned meme coin still cooking, but the meta went from animal memes to culty stuff like SPX and the Bitcoin, the ticker is Bitcoin, all that shit. And it's in an interesting spot now. It is AI tokens. It's Goat, which got to, dude, this morning 320 million market cap. With the market being kind of shitty right now, which should make everybody really excited for what's coming. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, that's maybe that's a weird thing to say with Bitcoin actually looking decent. Like it was at 68K, but it just still feels like that the beach ball or the volleyball underwater, it still feels like that. And so nothing wants to explode till that happens. So to have Goat hit 320 mil, now people are looking for these alt AI coin plays, which I'm in a few of them. Talked this morning about, is it Opus? And there's one I'm in called Dingus. And this girl is an AI OnlyFans model. And she dropped a token earlier called Jenny. That's the meta right now. Hers is actually interesting. We won't go deep in this because there's no point. But she's got like the right followers. I think there is a separate account for the token, by the way, but like a lot of big names following the account. So I think I'm watching the token. Point there is I'm watching the token. Keep your eyes on it, guys. I think I could probably leave that there.
It's either like really influential, smart investing people, or just giant fucking perverts.
True.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
That's a good point. And then the animal meta is trying to cycle back. It's trying. I don't know if it will, but this is Basco. It's a brand new token called Basco. Close. There we go. It's a brand. I think it's a tiger. Dude, I think it's a cutesy little tiger, which I don't know if it's going to do well or not. I kind of figure that meta's cooked. You know, it's the Mudang meta.
Yeah.
But it's cute. I'll pull it up and then we'll get to Trump. And it's doing well. Sure. It's doing decent. It's been doing better than I thought it would. But here's the new. It's at a Disney theme park. Here, I'll do it with audio because it's super cute. So echo alert. Would love somebody to chuck Mudang in that pen with him and see the mama just shred it. Just shred that little bitch. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute. Look at that. Little Basco. Anyway, pump my bags, Disney. Pump my bags, Basco's mama. It's pretty. Anyway, we'll see. These are I use these like in any other sector. Gauge the market. Feel it out. Wake up, Sleepy Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Sleepy Joe today.
Well, I mean that's that.
Oh my god,
tiger music made me sleepy.
Sleepy Joe. So fucking fitting as we get into the election. All right.
Talk to me, Doug.
This is it, boys.
What's the reason?
All right. Hang on. I'm looking at some comments real quick. Yo, guys, just got in. How about Sujak on Sui? Dude, I don't know shit about Sui meme coins yet. I want to explore Sui badly. Who did you see the Skibbity toys are selling at Walmart? Nope. And I want them. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And then I want to see, maybe we'll pull it up at the very end, the side photo, like putting the U.S. Fruit Loops against the Canada ones. I'd like to see the difference. So, but about the coloring stuff, I told my daughter this week because I saw a video on it. Again, bugs, but they use bugs to create the color red here. And I told her, and I probably ruined food for her, like hot dogs were ruined for her and shit. Anyway, the election, Trump favored to win on Polymarket, 18% up. That again, it doesn't make sense, right?
I don't know. I mean, nothing makes sense. So yeah, I would, from what I'm hearing on a lot of polling and experts, if anything, it's dead heat. Maybe Kamala up. That's what I've been told.
With your friends? If your friends and fam, like I don't know if you want to even speak to that, but just what do you get a sense of like normal people? I don't leave my house, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I don't talk to people about politics. My wife and I we don't even really talk about it that much. We're both liberal-ish. A buddy of mine is like one of those dudes that's like fucking voting stupid, dude. That type of vibe, you know what I mean? So like he hates everybody and everything. So like if we even start talking about politics, he'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I don't really have a vibe other than like what I'm hearing on social media.
So the echo chamber. Is your wife home?
Yeah.
Could you ask her?
What do you want me to ask her?
Ask her if her friends. Are her friends are leaning towards Kamala, or are like are normal people out there still like they're still voting Kamala?
Yeah, so she doesn't have any friends. She would vote. Okay, here's what I'll tell you. She would vote Kamala, no doubt. And the people that she typically hangs out with was like, she grew up in like musical theater and stuff like that. So like, come on, you know, she's voting Kamala. And I would say that like, at the gym and like where I'm out in the world, that's kind of Trumpian type of stuff. So I would say that like when Trump first won, I was like, there's no fucking way that this, you know, reality celebrity type guy is going to win. And he won. And I was like in fucking shock. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he won, but from my world, it seems pretty close. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like, honestly, it seems like a lot of men are like behind Trump. So that's kind
either
of
way. It's not 18% one way or the other. It's feels like a dead heat. If anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that poll makes no sense. Look, I think people in the space here know what Polymarket is. We know it's a gambling platform.
Yeah.
It's not a poll. It's a gambling platform. What's tricky is, I don't know if the news really knows it or not, but mainstream media has been running with Polymarket bets. They show it on the news like regularly. And I don't know if they educate the people watching to explain what it is. Again, betting platform. Maybe they mention it, but I don't know if people truly understand it and if they actually get, if they think this is more like a poll as opposed to, again, a betting market. But here it is. And the reason is what we would have all assumed on a betting platform. Somebody is betting. I don't know if it's to manipulate it, but somebody is throwing big bucks behind Trump in particular.
Can I let me address this to a certain degree. I also heard, so there's been a lot of polling of like Kamala's has her, I don't know, momentum is died down. And so going into this last few, whatever, it seems as if polls are tightening. What I was told on the reason a lot of the polls are that way is that a lot of right-wing sort of polls are coming out right now, like a plethora of them. And a way that a lot of the polling is measured is they take the average of all the polls and start to do that. So a lot of these right-wing leaning polls, like one was like Greatest American, like one of the polls that was been like, you know, something to that effect. Was saying that it was like, you know, that they're flooding it with pro-Trump polling so that the averages kind of are saying that Kamala is not doing as well now.
Interesting.
That's what I was told heard on the radio today.
Okay. All right, then
be part of this.
No, that's super interesting. All right. This guy here, Dahmer, he's the one who did the digging here, went on chain, tracked somebody down. Really wasn't even on chain. It was going through the Polymarket bets and then going in the comments under the market itself. And kind of striking up not a friendship, but a conversation with this person who was making some bets. Turns out it's somebody who's got multiple accounts that's making bets, you know, and I don't know if that's dirty. I don't think it is, but it is certainly somebody playing a game. That person's name is Freddy9999. And over the course, let's just say, of days, Dahmer strikes up a conversation with him on the Polymarket little forum, and he asked if he'd like be down to chat. And I guess it takes a little bit of time, but eventually the guy says yes, makes a brand new Discord account, and they connect in Discord here. Let me get down to that. By the way, he's bet across all those accounts $25 million.
What is with 25 million, by the way? Have you noticed everything's 25 million? Where
else?
Murad was 24 million in wallets. Remember that?
You know what's funny about that? Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's anything specific. That said, we're funny with numbers. We do things subconsciously. Like it's the whole reason people can use like the Fibonacci stuff when they chart. There's just patterns to the way we do stuff. And it's why you can kind of guesstimate on things. We just have like these, we're drawn to certain numbers and certain numbers just come up, regularly. And I think just that, but I don't know.
I'm just saying that like 25 million seems to be a number that could influence markets. It seems that is a sweet spot,
especially on Polymarket, which does some numbers, right? But 25 mil behind one, and the point here is 25 mil behind Donald Trump is a number nobody on the who's betting on the Harris side can really even catch up to make a dent in the spread there. So, what's that?
Or would want to? Let me ask you this: How many people? I guess what I'm saying is that like. Well, first, once you make a bet, I have not used Polymarket. If you made a bet for Trump, can you pull out before the actual election?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy could potentially go in, put 25 million down, and then a week before pull it out, and the whole.
Definitely. Yeah, well, it's kind of cool because you're buying shares. So he's buying shares at this price, and if the odds change, he can sell, and he can sell at a loss. Or if the odds for Trump go way, 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 way up, he can sell and be in profit. Kamala drops out of the race, all of a sudden he's making a lot of money. The flip side is you could probably bet on Kamala right now, and it may be a nice payday. But right now, if you bet on Kamala, $100 on her, and she wins, bet $100, you end up walking away with $240.
Yeah.
So him playing like that is a really, really juicy opportunity to bet Kamala here. This gets interesting when he meets up with a guy on Discord. They have an exchange. The guy doesn't sound the nicest. Also, this guy's kind of maybe a little strange too. Maybe I don't know him. I don't know. Again, if you like this stuff, follow this Dahmer guy, Dama.
Is he a respectable, trustworthy person?
Never heard of him before.
Okay.
Yeah, full-time political bettor though. He does this, so it makes sense why he took the time to go deeper into it. Like he's got some big time interest in this. Let's see. We'll come back to that if we need to. Anyway, he reaches out to this guy Freddie. Here's his 4 accounts, by the way. Freddie's 4 accounts. He's got Theo 4, Mitchie, Princess Caro, and then Freddie 9999. 28 mil between all 4 of those, actually, or something like that. Or they have 28 mil. They bet on nothing else, only that one single bet, and actually Trump by state as well. But it's only pro-Trump stuff, nothing else here. How are they connected? They all receive deposits, either 500,000 or $1 million from Kraken. So it's how he's able to kind of tie this all together here. Again, all the bets on Trump, nothing else on the website. Let's see. Pinged. I don't know who that is. I don't think it's the same. Oh, okay. He pinged this guy, Fozzie Diablo, about these 4 accounts who posted his findings here showing patterns. So Fozzie connected those accounts. Okay. So this is a group effort here.
Mm-hmm.
As far as who's betting it, all the accounts or names, no apparent geographic connection. You can maybe see a German connection in the names, maybe Swiss. He's kind of analyzing the words that are being used. And ultimately, he comes to the conclusion that he thinks it's somebody who he thinks is French and maybe using ChatGPT. Maybe. Okay, here's where we start getting into the conversation. Freddie, so this, I think that's Polymarket. That looks like Polymarket's chat. What's Freddie saying? Arbitrage opportunity trade idea. Buy Trump election winner at 51. Sell this contract at 55 and pocket 4 BPS. I don't see. I wish I were smarter and understood this stuff better. I get it, but I couldn't explain it. Only risk: Harris wins Georgia in the election while losing Pennsylvania, but it's far-fetched. I'm not going to go in all that stuff. Who cares? That's people playing the game. There's Freddie using the mix of British and American English, so it's why he's thinking there's some like AI involved here. Okay, first contact. I reached out to a Michi comment on the site, asked to talk with him. After a few days, he acquiesced, created a brand new Discord account to talk with me. He joined the Polymarket Discord and gave his bio for unclear reasons in a channel nobody uses here. So they DM'd, little small talk initially about Trump, and he quickly got annoyed that I thought Trump could win the popular vote and still lose. And this guy here, I forget his name, he thinks himself it's unlikely, but not super far-fetched. And the guy... the better, his response, he accused the guy of, he insulted the guy's intelligence and I don't know, was just kind of arrogant. We'll look at the chats, though. I think this guy was kind of douchey, though. We'll see that. Okay. And if that's hard to read, let me know. I'll see if I can zoom in. I think I can zoom in. No, maybe not. Shit. Is that impossible to read?
Yeah, why don't you read it?
Okay. Okay, so Michael is the guy who's done the 25 million in bets. He says, "Hi, thanks. I'm new here. Can you explain to me how I can chat with Dahmer?" Okay, hang on. Let me get to where they actually start exchanging. Okay. They're talking about the odds and how he thinks it should reflect. This is where this guy says he's French, explains where he lived, that he's a trader. Okay, that's his bio. That's the bio they were talking about. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the juicy parts because there's a few screenshots. So this is them debating about the popular vote, what states can be won. Mitchell saying, so you think Harris can win Michigan, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania and lose the popular vote? Did you place this bet? And Dama, who's the guy researching, said, yes, I have a bet on this. It's probably not going to happen, but I think it could. And Mitchell says, you are really disrespectful. Have a good life. It's a pretty funny reply. Whatever. Donna shrugs as his reply, said, I'm being nice and asking questions. You're being rude. It is typical of the French, though, to be very rude. LOL. This gets me. I'll come back to that. And then Mitchell replies back, oh, you're also racist. Funny to me because Dama, he doesn't think that. Is that racist? It's kind of like it leans to shitty, saying that you're rude and that's typical of French people.
Oh,
I think that's kind of, it's rude at least. But he makes a comment here. He's like, I've been to France. I'm not racist. Which it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's see if they continue the conversation. Man, this is hard to navigate. Hang on.
I'm gonna grab a drink. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you need some caffeine, Joe? My goodness.
I know.
Okay, hang on. That's more Freddie. Let's see. By the way, do any of you guys use Polymarket? I know we've talked about it on the show before. Do any of you guys actually get on the platform and place any bets yourselves? It's tricky. You got to use a VPN if you're here in the States. And it's also USDC, so it's a bit of a process. It's bridging money to Polygon. It's swapping from Pol to USDC. It's then sending that USDC from your wallet to an account on Polymarket. It's not easy. I could say probably that barrier, that friction probably means there's some really solid opportunities there, and I think there are. I definitely think there are. And I did make a bet. What did we bet on? The first time we actually got some skin in the game over there, was it the debate? Oh, it was the Trump-Biden debate. I think a lot of us finally got in there and played. I got wrecked. I lost every bet. Every freaking bet, every single one.
I would have won.
I lost.
I forgot what my bet was, but I was like, "Oh, they're definitely going to say this or not going to say this."
Yeah. I mean, it was. That was it. And it's so cut and dry. Okay, I was on the wrong tweet. That's why. Okay. We left off at the racism. Okay, and here's the what's his name again? I'm so bad with names. Dahmer. You're like, racist? You calling me racist? I've been to France. Like, side note, I've been to France a few times, always been pleasant. I don't think French people are rude. Maybe, yeah, it's weird that he thinks that guy has a short temper after that. But that's what he said. Pretty short temper for a guy with 25 mil on the line. Although, Joe, I would expect that. Somebody with big bags on the line, I would expect them to be a little...
asshole?
Kind of way. And on top of that,
like edgy a little bit, like edgy motherfuckers. Yeah.
Different kind of person who's got that kind of money to play with. I don't think they're just like casual, carefree, whatever, and want to put up with your bullshit.
Yeah. There is something. I'm friends with some wealthy people, and they can be kind of short.
Are you talking about Gary?
What's that?
Are you talking about Gary?
I mean, Gary can be that way. Gary can be a guy that's like, he's, he'll just fucking rip you a new one, somewhat.
Is Gary nicer than he's mean?
Yeah.
Nice. I dig it. Yeah, I think to be like that, you just got to be so direct, right? Probably more often. You don't have the time to waste on words.
Yeah, there was something that someone was telling me about where, like, we were talking about, like, how, whatever, it's stupid. Never mind.
Man, was this something spicy?
No, it was a stupid, like, no, it has nothing to do with like Gary or anything like that. It had something to do with like some famous guy had a podcast, and he had this guy that wasn't that great on the podcast. So a famous guy had someone not famous on the podcast. The non-famous guy is like, I have a podcast. You should come on with me. And then basically like he had to cancel within like 3 hours of the podcast. And the celebrity was like, oh, appreciate it, but I cannot, going forward, I will not be on your podcast. It's just unacceptable behavior. I'm still a fan or whatever. But like the fact that someone would just out and outright say, like, if someone was asking me and they're like, I have to cancel it, and I intended to not do their show in the future, I would just be like, oh, darn. Okay, fine. That's fine. Thanks for the cancel. I might be like, don't have to do it. Yep. But then I'd be like, oh, we'll see what happens going forward. And then I would just make excuses and why I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I think rich people might just be like, no, I can't do it. Thank you. And say something almost borderline rude, but it's like they're just valuable in their time and they have to be kind of brutal with it.
Dude, we should start acting rich. We should just have a show where we're rich guys.
I can't do it. I'm too nice of a person, I think.
Yeah, but you're an actor. You're an improver. You could do it.
Yeah, but this is real life shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well,
you can start. Here's my thing. Since you got that shitty comment on YouTube, I think you should start leaning heavy one way or the other.
Okay.
And I think
I like
you should start leaning against Trump if you're leaning that way. You know what I mean? And just be like, fuck Trump, fuck all those guys that like him, and then be mad. And then me and you can just pile on to Yoda whenever we talk about it.
So should I be a Kamala person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I actually like her. So
yeah,
perfect.
Exactly.
Fuck Trump. I'm with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. By the way, smash the like, guys. Drop some comments. Do all that stuff that helps push that video out in front of more people. You guys actually, thank you, because I know you guys have been stepping it up and doing that, and it's made a big difference. Look at the numbers. The show is definitely reaching, let's just say, more people. It's working. It's really appreciated. It really is.
Yeah.
Octoman made $5,000 on Trump saying tampon. Beautiful. First time it was listed. Yeah, that's cool. Good shit.
That's cool. That's like that.
There's an X account, Tyrell. Dude, I follow him. He's awesome. He hits all the time by using AI and charting speeches. So he actually he's got like an analytics guy who goes and analyzes speeches and knows how often they say certain things and probably makes great predictions. And he does because he tweets all these things, which is cool. 11. Hudah Democrat turn is the most unexpected October surprise. I'm going to be with her for till the election. That's cool. This conversation, by the way, between Dama and the guy, incredibly short. That was it. Yeah. After the racist comment, the guy boogied. I don't blame him. You were fucking rude. It's typical of the French to be very rude. That's a shitty thing to say to a guy who took his time to make an account to reach out to you, back out to you, to give you his time, and then you insult him. Fuck you, man.
I think he was trying to joke, but maybe it was one of those jokes where it was like, it just didn't go over well.
It's not funny to French people.
No, it's not funny to French people. Yeah.
Or us. It's not funny to us.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was funny. You know what I mean? It's like kind of a shitty thing to say.
It's bullshit, Dama. Super rude, super racist. I would have left the conversation too.
I don't know if it's racist, to be honest with you.
Okay. Borderline racist, Dama.
Okay.
It's borderline. According to Joe.
No.
What else here? Okay, gets more into this speech, the words being used, all that stuff. In the end, again, settles on him being French, probably. Anything else juicy here?
Long story short, the reason that it's gone up is because one guy with 4 accounts spent $24 million. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if there's nothing juicy, maybe we shouldn't create juice out of it.
Maybe not. You're right. So that said, don't believe these odds. Don't take them for what they are. Somebody betting, somebody trying to make some money, probably incredibly smart and good at this. Maybe there's a case to be made that this is a little foreign interference in a way. It could be that. It could be. That's why I was curious where the person was maybe located for that reason. Is it
right? I mean, could be
Russian, whatever.
A couple things about that. Like I was saying, like if they're flooding with right-wing polls to make the averages go a certain direction, leaning more right than left, just so they can kind of politically say that the momentum for Kamala is not going well. That's a reason to do that. And on this side, same thing. And why would a French guy be super into Trump to the point where you're spending 24 million on Polymarket to fucking do like that's a fucking scary proposition,
Very weird. Either he loves gambling or there's something a little more sus going on. Yeah. Yep. Super weird. We'll see how that develops. I'm sure there'll be some
the
other
other
funny,
thing is-
and I bet that's going to move quite a bit. In fact, maybe betting no on Trump here is also a good play. I would assume it's the same kind of returns.
The other thing about that story that's weird is a guy that's doing 24 million. No offense to Freddie 99999 or whatever, but like that seems like a lazy name too, doesn't it? It seems like it doesn't seem like someone's like, what will my internet name be? You know what I mean? It's like Freddie 99999, like whatever. You know, it's a kind of throwaway thing. But the fact that he wanted to talk to this guy, like a $24 million person that's making a bet that wants to talk with some random domer guy, like what's the motivation for him there to like sign up for Discord? Like, dude, you're making 20, you're spending 24 million, you're going out of your way to talk to domer by signing up for Discord. Like, it seems highly sus.
Yeah, it feels, you know what, this guy blew his opportunity. You had the guy, you had him, you could have gotten more info, you maybe could have actually found out more what's going on. You blew it because you thought you were being witty, you thought you were being funny.
Yeah, if nothing else, the guy has 24 million to drop on this. Like, he's got to be somewhat interesting. You might want to try to be nice.
Should we reach out to him?
Yeah, and be nice and just be like, hey, listen, man.
Nice. Fuck that guy.
Hey, Freddie, so sorry. Freddie 99999. I'm so sorry to hear about the disrespectful guy. We really think that was rude and definitely racist. We're with you. Maybe you can fly us into France. We'd love to hang out.
We'd like to shoot a pod in person. Big Trump supporters.
Yeah, we're huge Trump supporters. We think he's going to win the popular vote and the electoral college. We love you, and blah, blah, blah.
I like this. No, it's a really good plan. I like it. Yeah. Let's. We will reach out. We'll reach out.
We'll reach out to OSF for Rec Drinks, and then this will be the second reach out.
Yeah, I sent a DM today. You'll be proud of me. I did.
Oh, good for you. I don't like DM. Oh, you sent the DM.
Yeah. I thought that's what you wanted.
Yeah, I honestly, for whatever reason, my tiredness, I thought you said NDA or something like that. I don't know. I heard that.
I got you. It's okay.
Cool.
Close. It was letters.
Let's hope that OSF is a nice dude and not sponsors the show, but gives us 3 drinks so we can review it.
Yep. And I will even say when he replies, I'll buy him. I just want access to him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just want access to him. I want to drink that beautiful yellow drink, refreshing wrecked drink.
We'll be honest, and we will review it honestly, and we will be good.
I won't. I'll be very like pro wrecked drinks.
Okay.
I won't be honest.
Sure. And guess what? That'll be a good show. That guy, Matthew or whatever, will be like, Hudah, I'm really enjoying your takes on everything now.
Yeah, dude. Yes, you're right. Maybe I'll offer to cut up a short too. Whatever. We'll deal with that. Okay. There's the Polymarket story. Somebody betting a lot of money. Hope he makes a lot of money. Don't give a shit who wins. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. We got meme coins to talk about, but I'm going to skip meme coins. We'll talk meme coins tomorrow morning.
Good.
I mentioned the ones I'm in already. Again, Basco. I'll pull up what I'm looking at least.
Should I buy anything? Am I buying anything today?
I don't think so. It's a really tricky day. I mean, maybe if you think we're going to bounce back pretty quickly.
What do you mean bounce back? I don't understand bouncing back. What do you mean bounce back? We're almost at 68,000 on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What's the bounce back? What's
the meme coins were a little choppy today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So Opus is looking decent. Kundalini I sold. So I'm out of that. I will be getting back in. I like Kundalini. Again, Kundalini and Opus are both like kind of, what do they call it? Like a beta play on GOAT. Okay. I'm in and out of both of those because they just keep swinging as this narrative does its thing. GOAT pulled back a bit today too. So certainly looking at GOAT. Again, 320 mil this morning, down to 235 mil right now. Like GOAT. I like it a lot. Flesh bag I'm out of. Dingus I'm in. I'm not selling that yet. Oh, shit. 20K. Dingus. Yeah, yikes. Maybe don't buy any of these, but that's what I'm looking at the very least for right now. So that's it. Basco might be, again, we'll learn if the cute animal narrative is just completely cooked here. And then I'll show Mudang. Oh boy, not looking good. Oh, dude, I hopped in the Rasmer Spaces last night. Hang on, that's not the right one. I like Rasmer. He's not a skilled trader, I'll say that. I actually thought the younger guys, like these Zoomers, like the Zoomer influencers, I'm like, part of why I respect what they do is I like content. And I figure it's like, yeah, there's Mudang, 90 mil. Dropped to like 80 something today. I like the Zoomers making content, and I figure they're really deep in the trenches and really putting in the work. I really thought that was the case. I heard Rasmer on the space, 2,300 people live, which is impressive.
Very.
I don't think he knows what he's doing. Maybe he's in and learning. I just think the Zoomers are being like any of us would be in our 20s, having fun.
Yeah.
Doing this when they want.
Yeah.
But I don't think they live and breathe this space. I don't after hearing that, because he did not sound super well versed in trading. He didn't. So I don't know. I kind of learned a lot from that space, and I more learned, skill level. I don't know if I'm not
what
trying to be
does skill level mean, though? I mean, what are you trying to, like, how do you not show, how do you show skill level? How do you not show skill level?
I think it's understanding how people trade and then understanding the platforms and that kind of stuff.
Let me do this. We've talked a little bit about you taking a strong stance on something, right?
Sure.
Can we use this as an example?
Yeah.
I want you to take the stance of saying that Rasmer is really a poor trader. He didn't know what he was talking about, and he was basically stupid. And I want you to say, I listened to the spaces last night, and Rasmer sounded like an idiot because, and what would you say?
I can't do it.
A character.
I can't do it because I don't think he sounded like somebody who is faking it till you make it in a good way still too. Like, you have to put yourself out there, and you got to it takes time to know what you got to do. And I think he's doing that. I think he's on like the path of learning how to be a good trader and then be a good influencer with all that stuff. Like, I don't think he's an idiot. But I thought he was much further along than he is. Maybe that's how I.
What does it mean, though? I don't understand what that means. Is that like
he didn't sound like he's sitting at his computer all day trading meme coins at all. He sounds like a guy who maybe putting in an hour, maybe every few days he's looking, and he's got the scoop on like early scoop on tickers, and then he apes into those. He doesn't strike me as a guy who's there like trading. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like, yo, if your K Money loves mogging, is like that type of shit? Like,
yeah. I just there was no depth to anything. You know what I mean? He did put out a video naming I think the top 5 meme coins. It's not his top 5. He went to like USC or something like that, or UCLA or some shit, and he asked a whole bunch of normies. He showed them 50 meme coins, said, which would you buy? Okay. I'll play it. He, to me, and this is at his angle, he represents the normal person, a non like crypto person, somebody who knows what some of this is, but is not like in the trenches. Yeah. And if so, then he's a good representation of that.
I showed 293 strangers this list of 50 meme coins. And I asked them, which of these meme coins would you buy?
This one.
Aura? Do you think I have a lot of aura?
No.
I now have the results. The number 5 coin that normies said they would ape was Mishi. The number 4 coin that normies said they would ape was Sigma. The number 3 coin that normies said they would ape was Giga. The number 2 coin, the normies' second favorite coin out of 50, was Billy. I want to let you know the number 6 coin. The number 6 coin was really interesting. The number 6 coin that the normies liked the most was Daddy Tate. Celebrity Meta's coming back, apparently. We have 1 spot left. The full statistical breakdown, graphs, charts, where your coin ranked is going to be on my page. The number 1 meme coin that the normies would have aped with 24 votes is Moodang. Moodang.
Follow me or you're getting liquidated. Everything's pumping, but you're still getting liquidated if you don't follow.
Brutal. There it is. That's what he spends his time doing, I think, making content, coming up with ideas for content. It's great. It's a good career path for somebody like him, and he's going to make a lot of money doing it. And again, he pulled in 2,300 people listening live on Spaces. Big number. He's going to get a payday here in the near future.
162,000 views on that.
Yep. Legit. So it's like that's where his time goes. Probably well spent, with that. So GG's to Rasmer. And I hope he gets better at trading, and I think he will. I hope he does. I'm rooting for the guy. God, I make these pussy ass takes. You're right.
Yeah, it is kind of pussy. But he does a good job with what his content creation is easily palatable and probably puts some good work into it. So that's good. And
Joe, take a stronger take.
No, I think that he's an idiot. I think he's an idiot. He can't trade for shit. He probably makes no money. So he goes around with his video camera and then asks college kids about that. That has nothing to do with our space. It has nothing to do with anything. Quite frankly, I don't know what he's doing other than taking advantage of our space. He should be with the normies and not with us. Is that better? You like that?
Strong
take.
God damn. What a strong take. Great shit, dude. I it's pretty inspiring, man.
Thank you.
Amazing. Let's do a little artsy talk, man. And Lemon, thank you, dude. Yeah, smash the like or your ice is getting liquidated. Brutal. Fucking leave the ice alone, bro. Okay. Dude, Die with the Most Likes had an amazing, I think maybe my favorite piece of his ever. And I like everything he's done and have for years. I've collected this dude since the Tezos days. Fucking amazing piece. What is this? Oh, Notable Pepe. Right? Kind of in the line of rare Pepes and then fake rares and then whatever else, is like that. This is fucking amazing. Look at that. Hang on, let me get that animated again. That is so fucking cool. These minted at like 0.06 ETH. And I think it shot up to like 0.4, maybe all the way up to 0.6 at the peak. And 0.35-ish now. But that is just incredible. It gets me right in the feels, man. Okay. Only critique I have. That, at first glance, when I very first saw it, and I just did it again right now, I thought he had on one of those beer helmets, and he's got some beers, hooked up on his head.
Yeah.
As opposed to that being like a sweet scene of maybe an old couple, a dying old man, and comforting, and the sadness. I'm like, this guy's getting hammered. This fucker's getting hammered. And he's gonna bend her over. You know what I mean? You get where I'm going. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Now I don't. Now I get it. Guys,
now she's in a hospital bed.
Yeah. This is a hospice scene or some shit. It's not good. And it's a beautiful fucking piece. So
yep, definitely.
Very, very fucking nice. All right. Moving on. Death Beef mint was today over on Shape. Okay, this sucks. This fucking sucks.
What
because
happened?
I'm telling people it's an open edition.
Right.
Which it is.
You told me that. You said not to buy it because it's an open edition.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I fucked up.
What?
Yeah. Half fuck. It is an open edition, but he opens and closes the mint whenever he feels like it.
Oh.
Which is pretty fucking cool. So you can't buy these now except on secondary. And okay, we're talking value. What do they cost? 5 cents to mint or so? But he shuts off the mint and people need a certain letter or character. Well, now they're costing a couple bucks on secondary. So there's a little play. It's more like fun rather than, big old speculative play. But really fucking cool. I didn't know that he could turn it on and off. And now knowing that, next mint, I'm going in. I'm going in.
Yeah.
But pretty fucking cool. Oh, did somebody mint that or somebody created page not found? I like it. Again, you're minting letters and you can compose like a sentence or a phrase or whatever. It's neat.
I think Emergence did that. There was like some NFT project that kept on like opening and shutting their fucking shit, and like every time I'd go do it, it would just like shut. Like, what the fuck, man? Just what are you doing?
Is that a turn off?
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's a turn off.
Yeah. I'll keep my eye on that. I do want to get in next time that opens up. We'll see. Another big mint today. I'd argue the biggest mint of October. Do you remember what it is?
Biggest mint of October? No, I don't.
In fact, I think biggest mint, close to the biggest mint of the year. It's up there.
No, I don't remember.
Man, it's those big, beautiful bokeh lamps on Art Blocks. The first Art Blocks curated mint since February.
Yeah.
Okay, so today wasn't the full collection being minted. It was the 20 lamps because it's a 300-plus edition collection, but only 20 of them are going to get the generative lamp, and man, they're amazing. They sold out in about 10 to 15 minutes. Just really, just
oh, they
awesome.
sold out. Nice.
Yeah. Again, just 20, but $3,000. I not cheap. But with just 20, I expected them to go, and they went fast, and they're just so cool looking.
Are they selling on secondary?
I want to check. I would love to see what they're going for. Actually, maybe I can peek. I'm going to go to I'm on Art Blocks. Let's check. I don't think I've ever bought something on Art Blocks.
Oh, really?
I think I've not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, here's the mints. Oh, they're so cool.
They are pretty.
Man, oh man. You know what's neat too? I think ahead of time people could play with the outputs and like lock in the one they want. So you probably had a few weeks here.
Do you know what they
to
look
make
like
your output?
They look like Indian, like Indian garb.
Man, they're incredible.
They are incredible.
Is there a market? Oh, there we go. Browse on secondary. What? Okay, what would you guess floor price for those?
What was the mint price? I'm sorry.
So 3,000. So like
What?
1.25 ETH or so.
Okay, I'm gonna go. This is tough. Is the bull market back? Is the question. I'm gonna go $10,000 floor for secondary. Because
like
there's what?
it.
There's only how many is there? 200 or
Well, of the lamps, just 20, so very
20.
few. Yeah,
I'm gonna go $10,000.
I like it. Oh, I like it. Okay, let's see. There are none listed.
Oh,
There's none listed. Yowza, that's awesome.
that is awesome.
If you were listing, I would definitely put it up there at 10,000.
Can you look at this on OpenSea? Like, do they have them on OpenSea?
They should. Let's peek.
None for sale. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, if they go, and maybe nobody's gonna even sell the lamps because they're pretty exclusive. Yeah, none for sale, none have sold.
Oh, yeah. Hit activity. I want to see if there's been any activity on it.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. Just the mints.
Is Art Blocks back? You know what I mean?
Could be. Now coming up next, and I think this is next week, the sale of the rest of the 300. Now of those 300, I want to say 50 to 100 of those get a physical too, but it's a physical like something to hang on the wall, like a flat. Still, it's got some like depth to it still too. It's got it is 3D, but it's flat to hang on the wall, like framed, as opposed to the lamp itself. So I love the mint. I love the mechanics of it, and I like the kind of variety in it. It adds like rarity like throughout the collection.
How long has it been since the last Art Blocks was kind of on its last legs? Yeah.
It just had slowed down so much, and it's not a good look to put artists out there in a market that's not there to support, and so they stopped. February. So it's been 8 months. 8 months since the last curated mint.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was always, to me, Art Blocks was my signal. We're not back until Art Blocks curated starts having mints again. Boom. Here it is. And depending on how they do on secondary, it's, again, another big-time signal or indicator for how back we are. What's people's appetite? How spendy are they willing to get? And I would argue because people have made in meme coins and we see Aeons and Sproto Gremlins, other collections doing well, I would argue people are going to get spendy on this. It's a great collection. It's a really, really.
I really hope that the lamps are cool because I've seen many a physical NFT version of stuff that you see the pictures on Twitter of like people getting them and like the packaging is all fucked and like it's cracked or like it's like 3 inches tall. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I hope I'm with you. They had some like promo stuff too, and I guess that's to your point. Maybe the promo looks good, and what you received doesn't look like it. So we'll see. Deez did get one. He got I love his output.
Deez.
There's Deez's. Really cool. I like that one. I like it. I love it. Like the type of wood is part of the generative process. The shape of it, of course, the color and the pattern in it. And I just like that you had choices. Like you got to save different outputs and you lock in the one that you really like. They're really cool. They're really cool. So, I'll be diving into this tomorrow. I'm assuming with Jay Squiggle on the morning show, which will be a lot of fun. But
Jay Squeezy,
Jay Squeezy, Jared Paz, my artsy friend. I like the Thursday shows. They're a lot of fun with him. Yeah, cool shit. I think was there one other art thing?
Hosts, just out of curiosity. That you work with?
Do I count you and Henry?
Yeah.
It's you guys. I mean,
okay.
it's different, but like it's different shows too, so different flavors. Yeah. And like I guess I don't even consider Jared a co-host. It more like he's just a regular guest.
Okay.
But if he were to come for like the whole episode and do news and shit too, then I would start thinking co-hosty. I love that guy. He's fucking great. Okay. I'm going to get Biggie Poppins on sooner rather than later. Maybe this week if he's got time, but he's running the Say What show full-time while Nifty Q's out on vacation.
I have not heard Biggie's name in quite a bit. How is he doing?
Dude, he's great. We talked after my Saturday morning stream. We hopped on a call, probably almost 2 hours we chatted. I love that guy. He's fucking awesome. Their show's killing it. They're doing a really good job with the Say What show. In fact, I'll pull that up. I think they're getting hundreds every day on that show.
Nice.
So they're crushing it. Again, mad respect for these guys. They're
mad respect.
Fucking respect. There you go. They're doing a really great job. The Say ecosystem is cooking. I think a lot more coming in that ecosystem. We were chatting too. I'm like, Say's got some good competition out there. Like with Solana still being what it is, and with NFTs being down, it's like when they come back, Solana NFT should do well. But Monad's coming up, and Barachain's coming up, and Sui is cooking right now, and Ape Chain is getting close to launching, and Abstract Chain. Like Say's got an uphill battle here for fucking sure. But with guys like this, they've got some of the right pieces. That's for sure.
How's the team doing? I know that who was on there? It was Biggie. It was who was the host?
Nifty. Nifty Q. Yep.
Yeah. How's he doing?
I think they're good, man. I think they're good. I haven't chatted with Q in a while, but we need to. We all have been meaning to catch up and get them on the morning show, and I'm going to hop on their show at some point. And I just know they're good because like they're doing well with this show, and it's just like I think they've got. I told Biggie, I'm like, you had to. I kind of think the show is better with just the two of them, without me in the mix, and even GIF. I haven't talked to GIF in a while too. The show's better with those two because they can be a lot more focused. You know how when it's just you and me, it's a different energy. It's a little more like. You can really get into stuff in a different way. I'm like, I think we just slow you guys down. Like it's better with them.
Are you on that show every so often? And say
no. Every so often I'll come up to say hi. So a few times I hopped up there and they've said I'm always welcome, but no.
Gotcha.
But those guys are my brothers and they're fucking awesome. And we've got a lot of audience between us, shared.
That's
like
cool.
Choina and a whole bunch of guys that I know through that show that now watch ours and watch theirs and Cat's Fanatic. It's a pretty cool thing. I picture we'll be doing more over the years.
I wonder if Choina had to choose between us and them. Like we were like, you got to kill one team.
Yeah, I like this.
For theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Who Choina would pick? Would he choose them or would he choose us?
Choina, you got to answer. You have to answer this. There's a lot on the line here. I don't think you're watching now, but if you watch on repeat, if you got to pick, if you got to
leave a comment. Leave a comment.
Yeah, guys, drop the comment. If you got it, do they have to kill one of us or no?
They can if they want.
Okay, you can choose to kill.
They kill them. They got to kill the entire team. Like so, if it would be me, you, and Henry. They'd have to kill, or they'd have to kill Nifty, GIF, and Biggie. You know what I mean?
Wow, brutal. But you got to make the choice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make the rules.
Or you can F, marry, kill us. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you pick. You make the rules.
Yeah.
You tell us who you're gonna kill.
Yeah.
Nice. D Yank, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Octoman, markets look weird right now. Bitcoin moving, but everything seems stagnant. Yeah, it is weird. Everybody's it feels like everybody's just here and watching and waiting to see what Bitcoin actually does. I'm kind of like that,
Yeah. I saw the inflows for the Bitcoin ETF inflows being like so fucking much that someone was like, dude, we're totally going to get 70K today. You know what I mean? Like, no such
let's peek at that. It's okay. 2 days in a row of 2 billion in volume, which is massive. We had 70 million inflows 2 days ago. 700 mil 2 days ago. 500 mil yesterday.
What is Freddie 99999 fucking depressing the market or what? What's going on here?
Yeah, what's up, Freddie? Use your bags for good.
Seriously.
Yeah, let me see if we've got any comments about today. Okay, a bill in ETFs in the last 2 days was more than a bill. Hang on, maybe Marty's got some
more Diddy indictments happening today.
No shit. What do we got?
We got him just doing all sorts of crazy, fucked up shit. Like, there's been some billionaires are a problem, is what I would say. They're a fucking problem. It's amazing what they can get away with. It truly is unbelievable. Just getting away with murder. You know what I mean? Like you hear that sort of phrase, getting away with murder. Man, you become a billionaire. Whew, you are living life really well.
Did he get away with murder?
I mean, am I being Joe with a strong point of view, or am I being wimpy like toe the line Joe?
Both. I want you to make a case with each personality and then yell at yourself.
Okay, here's my case. My case is, if you're a billionaire like Diddy, I do think that Diddy probably got away with, and the implication is that he paid for Tupac's assassination $1 million. Is
that today?
No, this has been out for a while. Some guy got arrested. Keefe D was arrested during that time where Puffy said that he would pay $1 million in the vicinity of these Crips, right? And then one of these Crips supposedly did it, allegedly. And one guy got a check and he skipped town and didn't pay the rest of the guys. That guy died. And so, but my point being is that like billionaires, the stories are that like some of the stories are Diddy's sticking a knife against a lady's face, telling her that she'll disappear, sticking like a
Badass.
TV remote up their vaginas, like men
Badass.
getting fucking drugged and then waking up being like boned by 3 dudes, like just insanity, dude. And they're getting away with it for decades, allegedly. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine drinking something, waking up, and then just getting your butt ripped open by 3 dudes, and then nothing happens about it?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine either. You could. Yeah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't.
Yeah, no, sounds crazy.
It sounds like something that would never ever happen to a guy like me in New Orleans in 1999.
Exactly.
No, but I'm just saying that, like, and then today, Jerry Jones, you know who Jerry Jones is?
Yeah.
The owner for the Cowboys was on an interview with like I don't know if it's WFAN, the Fan. Like he does a Dallas Cowboys post game radio show, and the guy was asking him, being critical of the Cowboys and Jerry Jones's kind of participation in the moves that they make in Cowboys, and he was like, dude, it's not your job to tell me what I'm supposed to do and like pointing out the wrong things that I'm doing. You know what I can do? I can just get rid of you, and someone else asking me the questions. How would you like me to just get someone else to ask the questions? That's not your job. So these billionaires are just like, oh,
dude,
I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can stick a TV remote up Hudah's ass, and I'm not going to get in trouble about it. And Hudah might even like it. He might even ask me to come over the next day. Stuff like that. Like, I'm just saying that these people get away with some crazy shit.
Tell you what, you're just feeding me more info, like how to be when I act rich. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so it's just, you're like training the LLM. You're training the AI right now. I'm going to be threatening people, putting knives to people's faces, remotes wherever I feel like it is where the remote's going. Rich Hudah. It's going to be an interesting arc. Yeah, Diddy's a fucked up dude.
Yeah, dude.
Respect.
I don't know Did you just say respect because that's what you think that sounded good after what you were saying?
I don't know. Sometimes you just like let words come out.
Yeah,
don't mean anything.
It started like the 6 new indictments or whatever came out today, and it was like a couple women, couple men, like just it's interesting.
Yeah, real piece of shit. It's fair to say.
It seems like he not only is he a piece of shit, like you expect Harvey Weinstein and you expect these people to be pieces of shit. Like hearing about just how much of a piece of shit people are is truly amazing, and then hearing about how they're not held accountable is amazing. Like there were police reports filed at these on these things, and then just
no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. This goes back to, we can argue Trump, we can argue Kamala, and I've always told this to Henry. It's the wrong line being drawn. That's not the fight. Yeah. It's definitely the people that feel like they're above you and everybody below, and they're so outnumbered. People don't even realize. And if we focused our attention, and actually, if enough people realize that, it would be a different world.
Let me ask you this: as long as we're on this, who are the top? When I say like the top powerful, influencing right-wing leaning people right now, who would you say? Like, because I would say Trump, Elon, Joe Rogan-ish, that type of thing. Guess what they all have in common? They have hundreds of millions and billions of dollars appealing to the working class of America. Like, it's amazing to me, right? Like, they're just trying to become trillionaires, and they're enforcing policies that really are helping them, not necessarily us. So
no, exactly. That's it. That's where that line is. It's a money line.
And I'm sure the left wing is left-leaning people are the exact same thing. I can't think of what I would think, but like they're pieces of shit too. It's
same on both sides, and then that's where that line in the middle doesn't make sense, left right, because when you reach that level, when you're rich enough, they're all on the same side.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they really are. It's a type of people trying to preserve their way of life, and their way of life is it does step on us.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
That's kind of it. All right, we'll wrap there. Joe, dude, always a fucking blast hanging with you, man. It always is.
Definitely.
And you guys, thank you for hanging with us. Great time like always. Shit, we'll see you tomorrow. We will. We'll have fun tomorrow too. Meme coins, We'll do more. There was a whole NFT thing I wanted to get into today. Have we bottomed out on NFTs? It was an interesting thread with a whole bunch of influencers weighing in. I want to get to that tomorrow for sure. We'll run it back tomorrow. Guys, have a great freaking evening. I think we'll see you. We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see him. We'll see. We'll see.
We love you. We love you. We'll see you, and we cannot wait to do it again for you. Roll it back.
Get me my remote.
Let's fucking
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, on after we sing. Zero holders, on after we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots, we live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
machine gun noise.
So cool. So fucking cool. Have a good night, Joe.
Later, dude.
Love you, bro.